everyone. So now I want to talk about dividing rational expressions. So let's talk about it. Just like working with fractions. So if you have a fraction a over b divided by another fraction c over d, right? What we do with fractions is we did keep the first one the same, change the second sign into multiplication, and then you flip your second fraction. So it's the keep, change, flip method. And you will use this in rational expressions as well. So we've got the first one stays the same, a over b, times d over c, leading you your final answer to be, well, it's just a times d over b times c. Okay, multiplying straight across. So the rules of multiplication also apply when you have keep, change, flip. Now let's look at an example. An example that I'll do, let's say we have 10mk squared over 3c squared d divided by 5m squared over, 5m squared, 5m to the power of 5 over 6c squared d squared. Okay? Alright, so first things first, keep the first one the same. So I'm going to use keep, change, opposite. Or keep, change, flip, sorry. Keep 10mk squared over 3c squared d times, so flip the second one. So I'm changing the sign, and then I will flip. Alright, now I have 6c squared d squared over 5m to the power of 5. And now we just do what we did with multiplying rational expressions, right? We can do cross cancellation, multiply straight across, whatever is easier. So I'm going to do, or cross cancellation basically just means what happens within the fractions. So I have 1m here, that goes into the m to the power of 5, so this becomes 4. And then 10 divided by 5, well, this becomes a 2, and this one now becomes a 1. I have c squared here, and I have c squared here, so that cancels out. Don't have a k squared at the bottom, so I don't need to worry about that. And I have d squared up here, so one of the d's go away, the d, because this one now becomes d to the power of 1, which is just d. 6 goes into 3 2 times, so this becomes a 1, and this becomes a 2. And then we have 2 times, so now our fractions look like this. 2k squared over 1 times, what is it, 2d over m to the power of 4. Okay, and I can multiply straight across now. Well, I have 2k squared times 2d over, well, 1 times m to the power of 4. 2 times 2, 4. And then k squared times d, well, that's just k squared d over m to the power of 4. And this is our final answer.